Hello everyone, Treecks here and welcome back to Mega Man 4. We have finally continued with our adventures on the NES featuring Mega Man. 6 games we need to go through, of course. We've finally broken the halfway point. We are in part number 4 of that. And it's actually the first part where we're not facing Dr. Wily's robots. We are facing a different Doctor's robots, Dr. Cossack. And Toadman and Brightman have already been taken care of in the first part. Brightman was the final one we did. And therefore we have the Flash Stopper now. The weapon Brightman gave us, and we can use it in order to take on the next Robot Master that is weak against that. And who do you think that is going to be? There's still a lot of Robot Masters remaining, so if you really don't know, it's actually a pretty hard guess. Is it Drill Man? No, it's Pharaoh Man. Pharaoh Man is up next. He's actually pretty weak against being stopped dead in its tracks. And of course, since he's called Pharaoh Man, the theme is pretty obvious. It's going to be a desert theme with quicksand and everything. And as you can see, the quicksand will slowly suck you in, which is actually pretty perfect to reset my life count, because with 0 lives I'm not going to try to beat the stage. Game overing luckily does not mean a whole lot in the Mega Man games, you may know. It just makes you restart the entire stage from the beginning. It cancels your checkpoints. And in my case, not having a checkpoint, it actually does not hurt me at all, so at least I have all my lives again. Okay, before starting, let's quickly show off the Flash Stopper. Comparable to any Flashman type weapon, it is actually able to fully stop everything on screen dead in its tracks, as you can see. Temporarily, of course. Does not last forever. So if you get overwhelmed by way too many enemies, you can actually use this to get out of that pinch safely. But of course, I'm going to save the weapon energy for Pharaoh Man himself, who's very weak against it. Actually, of all the Robot Masters, the only one you can actually stop with it, so every other Robot Master is immune to its effects. But Pharaoh Man is actually the only one who can get stopped by it. And therefore, he's officially weak against it. Okay, that weapon energy is a lost cause. Yeah, Mega Man is not the only thing that's affected by the quicksand. Okay, it's pretty obvious the stage continues down here. However, this looks like a jump we can actually make if we time the jump correctly. Thank you. And this may look like a dead end, but this time around there's actually a secret here. Let's go show this off first. Another new addition in Mega Man 4 is secret exits in stages. Yeah, you weren't expecting that in a Mega Man game. But starting from Mega Man 4, that's actually also going to be a thing. If we go all the way to the right over here, we will actually find a new weapon. This one has a B on it. And collecting it will actually make you revert back to the final checkpoint. Okay, I'm surprised to actually see this checkpoint already got triggered, but still. Let's show off what we just got. We have the balloon adapter. And this is actually the slowly upward moving platform of this game. Nothing new. It is new that it's actually depicted as a balloon. In previous Mega Man games it was just a platform. But that actually also still returns. Don't worry about missing anything, because that pit we jumped over in order to get that balloon adapter, that is actually where we are right now. But I'm actually still surprised this actually still triggered the checkpoint, even though we have not officially been to this room. But apparently just jumping over that pit is already enough to trigger the checkpoint, apparently. But okay, these guys are obviously platforms we need to use in order to get over help. Thank you, invincibility frames. You saved my extra life there. Okay, safe ground again. Spikes are always very scary in Mega Man games, because of the fact that they are always one-hit kills after all. Okay, we're going deeper and deeper into the Pharaoh's tomb. Just passing an empty room, so I'm going to assume that was another checkpoint. Ooh, Mummy Man. Not a surprise to meet them here. As you can see, they have a tendency to come out of the walls and actually shoot their heads at you. And sometimes they actually aim very poorly. You don't have to worry about them. But officially they can actually aim at you. Like this. But okay, these guys were the final obstacle. Here we have the hatch door. So we know what time it is. Pharaoh Man is behind here. One of the easiest bosses to take care of in this game. Because the flesh stopper makes this guy a joke. Allow me to show you off how that works actually. Okay, Pharaoh Man. He is actually the only boss in this game you cannot hurt directly with his weakness weapon. But you can actually stop him dead in his tracks, as you can see. So the trick is just keep on pressing B. The moment the flesh stopper is in play, your B button actually turns into the regular buster beam, as you can see. However, the moment it runs out, you can initiate it again. And therefore make sure that whenever you keep on pressing B, he does not get the chance to move at all. At least until your weapon energy runs out. And even though we have to use our regular weapon against him, it is still easy enough to take him out because he's not able to do a thing against us. And trust me, you're going to want to take him on this way because otherwise he's actually pretty dang challenging. The flesh stopper is really a must for this guy because I've never been able to beat him normally. So allow me not to try. And this way gets the Pharaoh shot. The next weapon we are going to use on one of the 5 remaining robot masters. Ringman, Diveman, Skullman, Drillman and Dustman. 3 of them start with a D, interesting. But who is weak against the Pharaoh shot? Allow me to give you some time to think about that before I give away the answer. Who of all these people would be weak against a Pharaoh shot? Last time I was joking about how it might be Drillman. Perhaps it's a Drillman this time. No, it still isn't. It's Ringman. Oh, I think I found my running gag for this project. It's going to be hell doing that every single time again. Okay, we start off with a platform that actually disappears the moment we land on it, apparently. That is going to be one of the main gimmicks of this stage. As you can see, the moment we touch this platform, it will disappear for a moment, starting from the direction we actually come from. But okay, the distraction of the new gimmick aside, let's also show off the new weapon we have, the Pharaoh shot. This is actually the first example of a single shot weapon we have seen in this game. As you can see, we shoot out 1 orb at a time. It can only use a second one the moment the first one has disappeared from screen. That's pretty much how that works. But we'll see it in actual practical use the moment we start using it against Ringman. But he is weak against it. Oh. Okay, I'm actually surprised I made that. The best bet to actually take care of these platforms is try to jump as far on it as possible, so you actually have more time to actually get to the other side of it before it lets you fall through. And I don't like the fact that I'm getting attacked by Saturn now. Go away, stupid Orbit. Why is Saturn against me? Is it because I never owned a Sega Saturn? Is that the problem now? Okay, these turrets can also be pretty annoying. You can't always reach these guys. Okay, you were out of the way. Let's go. Let's heal up first. Time for the next screen. Okay, we're at the top now it seems. We're platforming to the right. And it turns dark all of a sudden. And I was just liking this daytime sky world. Okay, we have a hippo on a platform. How do they come up with things like this? Of course, he's too high up, so we need to make sure his platform lowers a little bit. We can attack the platform, as you can see. The moment we do, the platform will actually lower, and then we can actually hit the hippo robot. And also his missile, so it can drop some 1-ups every once in a while. Okay. And destroying him apparently does not let daytime return. I'm not pleased. I'm pretty sure he's not the only one, so... Oh, these things also return again. The moment you're on the same level as these guys, they will actually speed up. Nothing new officially, we've known them from previous Mega Man games. Oh, there's health down there. Tempting. Very tempting. Thank Thank you. Okay, here we have a situation where we don't want to fall through this rainbow platform because there's spikes below us now. And therefore saying insta-kill. Oh. I swear I didn't touch it. The game's trying to trick me. Luckily I saw it in time. Okay, now what? Okay, next mini-boss it seems. Ringman is not the only person in here making use of rings. This guy uses rings as a shield, and the moment he momentarily launches them, we can actually shoot his eyes, his obvious weak point. Not very easy to do without getting hit, to be honest. And here we have the next hippo robot. I told you that previous one wasn't the only one. I remembered there being more of them. Would be nice if these missiles actually drop some more 1-ups for me. Or health, that's also something I can use at a point like this. Come on, die please. Because dying is something I'm about to do if this goes on. Okay, that ladder's way too high up, so... Rush, I need you. Should be something nice up here. Here is another one of Dr. Light's helpers. This guy can actually throw you a random power-up. In this case a 1-up, which is the best one you can get, of course. But any of the other power-ups you can also receive. Energy, weapon energy, energy tank, stuff like that it can randomly drop. And obviously you can only find it in hidden, secluded sections like these. It's not going to be lying around in plain sight in stages. It's not going to be so easy. Okay, these guys are pretty annoying. These guys also belong in a Top Man stage. Ah, come on. Well, perhaps it's for the better. I was low on energy anyway, so... Oh, and apparently the checkpoint is even here. Okay, let's go see if Eddie has respawned. Because I'm pretty sure this guy is supposed to be called Eddie. Pretty sure I did not mention that yet. It would be nice if he actually appears again. No, the game is not that stupid. That would have been too broken. Only one Eddie per time, even if you die. Okay, let's go take this on a little bit smarter this time. Taking these guys on from afar is a lot better. Don't give them the chance to start spinning. Okay, and here we have a new type of platform. The rainbow platform was fun and everything, but now we find the exact opposite. This one also disappears the moment we step on it, only this one actually from the other side. If we step on it from the left, it will disappear from right to left this time around, making it a lot trickier. Okay, let's try not to get killed by Saturn in the meantime. Or whatever these things are officially called. I know Eddie's called Eddie, but that does not mean that I know every single enemy in this game. Not that Eddie is an enemy, but still, he is an enemy if he gives me useless crap. Oh, that was mean. Landing on such a platform above a spike pit. If I only knew that was coming. Well, now I know it's coming, still. First time through, I consider that unfair game design. Would be nice if you know that is coming beforehand. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, at that point where if you go down this ladder you actually land on a stupid platform. Okay, let's rush this a little bit more this time. I could have used my slide move the first time through, but then I didn't have time to think, so... Okay, another one of these ring mini-bosses. The prologue for Ringman, you might say. A different type of boss, also making use of rings already. And he only killed me halfway through. So, let's move on to the final boss, because here we have the hatch door, and Ringman is going to be hiding behind it. So let's get our Pharaoh shot ready, and that is his weakness, and let's go see if half a health bar is enough for this guy, because this guy is actually pretty tricky. His weapon will already give away what kind of a weapon it is going to be. As you can see, he throws rings around, which will also come back to him. So he's going to be the next boomerang type weapon. Because of his boomerang effect, it's actually really hard to avoid these rings, I feel. Especially if he throws more than one at once. And then usually you end up dying if you don't have full health in here. Okay, watch Pharaoh Man become the only robot master I'm going to defeat without dying. For all the other ones, I'm going to need full health, I'm going to be afraid. Even with the proper weapon, this guy is definitely not easy. Especially since a Pharaoh shot's not really easy to hit your enemy with. Since it's so small and only moves one direction, it's actually very easy to miss him if he starts jumping. Okay, I should have this now. Yeah, there we go. That was Ringman. And he did a pretty good job giving away what kind of weapon we are going to get. The next boomerang type weapon. Let's go see what it is called. We got the Ring Boomerang. And that is a name I could have thought of. Nothing really original about that. But that does not take away the fact that it is going to be the next weapon we are going to use against one of the 4 remaining Robot Masters. And note, once again, not going to be Drill Man, it is going to be Dust Man. We still have time, so let's do a 3rd stage in this 2nd episode. The Dust Man stage is going to take place on a garbage dump. And in this garbage dump we are going to use the Ring Boomerang. Nothing too spectacular about it, it's just a ring we throw like a boomerang. But still, that is the weapon we are going to use against Dustman, who is clearly a garbage disposal robot. Also something we already know, of course. Mega Man 1, anyone? This is going to be another example of that. Let's go find him first. Oh, what the hell? I always hated when Mega Man games do that. The enemies that spawn out of nowhere from endless pits. Always such a mean trick. But okay, at least now I know what to expect. There's not going to be a single endless pit in this stage that I'm going to trust. Because watch. Yeah, indeed. I knew it. Okay, another one. They're going to be in every single one of these, aren't they? And this one does not count, because this one is continuation. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's actually nothing to the right over there. There's no new weapon hidden to the right over there. The balloon adapter is actually not the only one, but I'm pretty sure it was the only one where you actually need to jump over a big pit to go even further to the right. The next one is going to be hidden in a different way. Come on, get out of my face. Okay, next up we need to use these platforms that actually still need to form, so we can't do this part too quickly. But luckily these platforms also don't disappear, so it's not too difficult. It's not like the blocks that actually come out of the wall and disappear again. You know, the kind of blocks that I love so much. We will still see them in this game, but not quite yet. This is definitely a lot easier. Oh, here we have Eddie again. Okay, this time he has an energy ball for me. Also not too bad, because I wasn't full health, so thank you, Eddie. Ah, now we get this, a crushing ceiling. A platforming challenge classic. This first room is actually just a warning, as you can see. The ceiling does not go low enough that it actually can hit us. However, the challenge will get bigger and bigger the further we get. As you can see, now we have these garbage blocks that we need to dispose of first before we can get through there. And of course the garbage blocks can flatten us, so here we need to be careful. Okay, and over there we can see the crushers actually get lower, so this time we can get crushed by them. We need to be quick with this. Okay, we didn't get flattened. Getting hit by unexpected enemies appearing from pits is apparently the only way I'm allowed to die in here. And of course Robot Master's killing me because of me beginning those fights with not enough health. That's also a popular way for me to die. I'm once again not full health, so if I'm going to meet up with Dustman, I'm going to have a problem again, I'm pretty sure. It would be nice if you drop me more energy. No, this is what I'm going to have to work with. Another Robot Master, not full health. Hopefully this time I am able to do it. The ring boomerang definitely is a very trusty weapon, so hopefully I'm able to use it properly. Okay, Dustman, what is your deal? The giant vacuum on his head kind of gives it away already. He can shoot things from it, but he can also try to suck you in, as you can see. Luckily, that is not that big of a deal, that weapon, but his garbage shooting is more formidable. Because it will actually split up, as you can see. Making it pretty difficult to avoid it. But luckily, like I said, the ring boomerang is a very trusty weapon. Very powerful against him. And finally, I'm able to do a Robot Master again without dying. But anyway, we receive Dustman's weapon, which is in his case the Dust Crusher. Which is, as you may expect, the heavy hitter weapon of this game. What is a Mega Man game without a weapon that is heavy hitter? And this is the one in this case. Which we're of course going to use against either Dive Man, Skull Man, or maybe finally Drill Man. But anyway, we're going to have to find out next weekend before I give that away. I can see 20 minutes have passed during the Dustman stage, so we are done for today. Next time we will continue. Hopefully we're able to do all 3 of them in one episode, so we can clear off the first phase of Mega Man 4 and make away to Dr. Wily's castle. Oh, I must say Dr. Cossack's castle, because there is no Dr. Wily this time around. But anyway, thanks for watching. Next time we'll continue. See you folks then. And Treecks out.